I'm feeling fantastic. Thank you very much. Great to be here in Santa Clara.
Yeah! What'd you sign, about 1,000 autographs over there?
I lost count after about 15. I can't count that high.
Lost count after 15. That's probably all right. Probably all right. Now, we're going to ask some questions of you here today, but actually, Corey's going to go down there and get some questions from the universe. But to start off, WrestleMania 31, you excited? It's 4.5 months away, but I mean, you gotta be getting a little excited.
WrestleMania is massive every single year, but especially we've never been to North California before. This is absolutely... We've got a beautiful new stadium over there that we're going to pack out, and with fans like this, it's going to be an amazing event, so thank you guys.
You're exactly right. These fans are incredible, and I know WrestleMania week, you're always there at Access, signing a ton of autographs, doing the Q&A sessions there, having a great time. Are you going to be with us again at WrestleMania Access, hopefully?
Yeah, of course, I'll be there for the whole week. I'll be meeting all you guys again, hopefully. I hope you all bought your tickets already, because they're going to sell out very soon. I know people from all over the world. I'm from England. I know a ton of people in England who are going to be coming over. They're going to be snapping up tickets, so it's going to be a massive event, and it's great we're holding it right here.
For those of you who haven't been to WrestleMania, I can't explain how just incredible it is. So you're going to have a great time. Now, do you have a specific WrestleMania moment that you can think about as a kid, that you saw growing up and you're like, wow, that's it. That's what I want. That's what I need to do. That's got to be me someday.
You know what, I've got a ton of WrestleMania memories from being a kid, but I think my favorite ever was WrestleMania 7.
Okay.
That was when Sergeant Slaughter fought Hulk Hogan, who we saw earlier, and Hulk Hogan won the WWF Championship as it was back then. Won it for, I think, the 6th time. There we go. That one there, the Winged Eagle. Yeah, so that's got to be my favorite. I must have played that VHS tape 1,000 times over and over again watching it. So, yeah.
For those of you out there who are younger, VHS, Google it on the little computer. I still have
showing my age.
I have a ton of them still. So it's really hard to sell on eBay, VHS tapes. All right, so audience, you guys have some questions out there, right?
I have located a few people with questions.
All right, let's find out who they are.
I have located this gentleman right here. Your name is?
Austin.
Austin, what is your question for Bad News Barrett?
Any chance for a Nexus reunion one day?
Yeah! Good question, Austin.
Do it!
You know what, when I was in charge of the Nexus, it was pretty new, it was exciting, it hadn't been done before, and then all of a sudden you see guys like the Wyatts and the Shield and stuff like that, and they're kind of doing the same thing, so maybe one day I'll put together another group, come take over and show all those guys how it's done.
Yeah!
Awesome. Corey, who do we got down here?
I'm Brett.
Hey, Brett.
I just want to know, what's your greatest moment in WWE history?
Greatest moment in WWE history would have to be... It would have to be beating John Cena at Hell in a Cell. And getting rid of him, fired from the WWE. Unfortunately, he subsequently came back two weeks later or something like that. So maybe one day I'll be able to get rid of him for good.
Awesome. Now, that's your best moment, but can you think in your head of the weirdest in-ring moment you've had where you've just been in there like, what just happened? What just happened there? They're like the strangest thing that happened to you, not necessarily at WrestleMania or anything, but in the ring. It could be related to Hornswoggle or not. It's not needed. The strangest thing. You're like,
probably the strangest thing that ever happened to me was, I think it was 2012. I lost a match in 3 minutes to Sin Cara, and that was a very strange moment.
You mean Hunico?
And I had to really go back to the locker room, look at myself in the mirror, and ask, am I really doing the right thing with my life?
Was it Sin Cara or Hunico?
Excellent. Corey, who do we have down here?
What's your name, boss?
Alex.
Alex, what's your question?
All right, this is my question. Early on in the summer, you unfortunately had a shoulder injury. You couldn't compete at the Money in the Bank ladder match. So I gotta know, will you be back in time in the ring for WrestleMania or before then? Oh, and can you deliver your shtick before you answer the question?
Yeah!
Deliver my shtick.
Shtick delivery.
What is this shtick you speak of, sir?
Let me hear your version of my shtick. I want to see exactly what my shtick is.
This is Alex's shtick.
gonna try.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
What was your name again?
Alex.
Alex. I'm afraid I've got some bad news. That simply was not good enough. Leave the shtick to bad news, pal.
Yeah!
I've completely forgotten what the other part of the question was.
When are you going to be back?
Oh, when am I getting over the injury? Yeah, I'll definitely back way before WrestleMania.
Yeah!
A couple of meetings coming up with my surgeon and rehab people and stuff like that, and hopefully in the next few weeks they'll give me the all clear to get back in the ring and start rolling around.
Yeah!
I'm never going to win the Royal Rumble.
We have a question actually from our DJ right over here, King Rafi. He wanted to know, what is the funniest, the goofiest sign you've ever seen one of the WWE Universe holding out there? What is the funniest sign that you're like, what? Out there? And it, it doesn't have to be PG. Try and make it. Try and hide it.
Don't make it PG.
So I saw a guy who we see at a lot of WWE live events. He wears this red hat.
Sign guy.
The dude who wants to be a millionaire or whatever.
He's everywhere, but one day he had this giant sign. It was a picture of my face, huge sign. It said at the top, "I'm afraid I've got some bad news," and picture of my face. Underneath it said, "You are very ugly." And then I wrestled Sheamus, and Sheamus kicked me in the face, and I became even more ugly.
Oh,
no. Maybe the sign was correct.
Ladies, was his sign correct about Bad News Barrett being ugly? No, it was not.
Come on, I can take it. I'm gonna bust nose. I'm at peace with the fact that I'm ugly.
What do we got down here, Corey?
He claims he's got a good one. He flagged me down from the other side of the stage, so
nice.
I journeyed through the abyss that is this 2-foot wide space.
You gotta be careful.
To make it to meet this gentleman. What is your name, sir?
My name is Long. What is your favorite? What is your favorite opponent of all time?
Your favorite opponent of all time.
Favorite opponent?
Favorite opponent of all
John Cena.
I would have to go with
John Cena. Hornswoggle.
Definitely wasn't you. Wasn't that guy there. He was a good opponent, but he wasn't him. My favorite opponent of all time would have to be
Hornswoggle.
Sheamus. I've known him for years. We used to wrestle each other before we came to WWE over in the UK, and he's a big brute of a man, and we like to get in there and beat the hell out of each other. And, what was that?
We're in a different continent, not the same one.
It indeed. It's happened in Europe. It's happened all over the world, actually. So yeah, I mean, Sheamus, we always get in there and give each other black eyes and busted lips and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun fighting with him.
We have time for one more question. One more question. I just told the higher ups they want this guy to ask it.
What's your name, sir?
My name is
Singh. That's a great name, Singh. What is your question, Singh?
All right. Bad News Barrett. Speaking of NXT earlier, how do you feel about your fellow countryman Adrian Neville holding the NXT title?
Yeah! Good question. That's a good question.
I've been a huge fan of Adrian Neville for a long time.
You're better.
He really hasn't been smart enough to check out NXT yet. You really need to check this guy out. He's incredible. You can check him out on the WWE Network, which is how much?
$9.99.
Good answer. You've been watching it. It's free. Free this month. Great spot. Yeah, but Adrian Neville, incredible. He's going to be debuting, I've no doubt, in the next few months, I'm sure. He's going to be a big hit. Probably the greatest acrobatic wrestler I've ever seen.
You're still better.
Quite the claim. The man that gravity forgot, they like to call him, so definitely check him out if you haven't seen him yet. And on that note, I believe the Q&A is over, so I'm afraid I've got some bad news. It's time to go home. Thank you very much, everybody. Look forward to coming back in a few months for WrestleMania 31. Thank you.
Give it up as he exits the stage.